Hockey Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Transition from college to the NFL. Not everyone is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throws knocked away, incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Turned by Chris Godwin. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Strain. Number 5 on that carry. They got 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tight end in motion left. Here's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. Here's a long back on the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
Now looking to throw. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought in. Pushes him back. 4th down coming up.
Sure, it could be a worst-case scenario. Offense just coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, he got free. That is under pressure. He goes down. Consecutive sacks have him staring at a tough 4th down. Browns are lined up to punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Nix off the play action. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got a 1st down.
On the 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup.
They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Nix from the gun. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Textbook hitch rack. hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
2nd and 10 now. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes
A
out.
gain of 26 yards.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. That one complete to Njoku. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play. They're driving that defense back.
The ball carried by number
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 17. Buying some time left. That's intercepted near the sideline. That's P.J. Love. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start with 2nd and 6. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and that's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
At the 6-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Interception, last drive, doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But you're this close as a former quarterback. I'm just going to assume you kind of feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get that huddle in your mind, and now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. David Njoku, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. There's a give inside to right. He's got room to roll here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up first and 10 from the 40. We send a receiver in motion right.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down the sideline, past the 25. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down replay, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. You'll take that every single time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Nick Snap to throw. That one's complete right side. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there in the first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is right, running left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Nice pickup on 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's another Denver Broncos.
Right. He's across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after coming into the lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Lutz there to tag on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. To return, Jerome Ford. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops.
Ford on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Look to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That's now two, Kate, that they've gotten in for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. There's a give for Wright. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Nix.
Receivers want the ball everywhere. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard
They're out
line.
and set, first and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Play action on first down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target. He has that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He's got Njoku on the sideline. Caught. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
First down, Browns.
Godwin sent in motion right. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dropping back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down from the gun. Oh, he missed that one and he knew it. Behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
For years in Indianapolis, he loved to have tendencies of defense. On 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in the 4th down instead.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Browns facing a deficit near the break. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll throw it again. Here's a moving up. Now returning. The big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Trying again, following the set. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Again,
Just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stop prolongs. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This throw is cut. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to the air here. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything on that one, Kate. That defense, they were all perfect.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running behind center with White. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. It's going to be a safety.
You could just feel it right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
14, Browns 9.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Will Lutz to
Here's
kick off
Lutz set
for
to
the
kick this
Broncos.
away. Here's Ford on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
The Browns take over first.
That's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the line. No progress on 1st down, and they bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. And they pick him up again. Picked up by Xavier McKinney.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own
1st
30-yard
and 10
line.
now from the 30. Now right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Offenses that come up in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way down. Just couldn't quite find the connection.
He's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 39-yard line.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Going out to try his goodbye Lutz. And the Broncos push the lead up to 12. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Ford on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Ford on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here to shake off that previous INT. Able to get it to Moore. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 32. And they pick it off again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And forget the interception. He makes this Instead, things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. For being a rookie quarterback at Ass Bay, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Ford on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own
First and 10 now from the 30. Now we're on the counter. He scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it's just as tough to pile together, get first downs against the better defense.
And they pick him off again. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Broncos take over.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Wright running out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Jalen Wright, the ball carrier.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Nix from the gun. Completed to Sutton. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
He's on the move. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. I'm sure it altered the throw. And defending the kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. It saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no proof is a guarantee.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. New in a couple of plays left. He don't want to take a risk there on first down.
That is a DB's best friend to pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for Cleveland. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams. A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field in total this drive.
Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Brandon Jones up to the stop. Only 1 quarter remains ends in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this fourth quarter at a massive deficit. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Pass play coming here. He's got it near the 8. He's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It is charged towards the line. It's right on 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe. You push a little closer. And now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 8 yards on the game there, and now it's going to bring up third and goal from the 4. They kick the running back in motion. Take a look to throw on third and goal. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Drake Greenlaw picks it off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Running right. Here's Wright. And it's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
This offense in these situations, Coach, you can feel your own goal. You're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throwing from near his own goal line. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in that room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops. It's a gain of 4. They're going to need twice that now on third and 8.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that it gets a good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 35. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the third down surprise. It used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks League One. But boy, is it tough to defend. That's why they love breaking it up.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Get him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and long. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And goes to right. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the pressure to make the chance that time.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing your commitment to the ground game. The type of man that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Check, go!
And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3.
by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So to decide it, made mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for my partner, Brock Hewitt, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Más malos que el veneno.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways.
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1,